Hey everyone, I have a tutorial video for anyone who wants to know how I do my twirling. For the, last few shorts that I've uploaded, I have twirled with, you've seen this stick be twirled a lot more than you've seen this one, because this is my mom's. She was a majorette in high school, and that was a good catch. And this was hers, and she's got a bunch of other ones that I am using to learn how to twirl an actual baton. But I saw a few comments that wanted to know how to twirl with a stick. I want to show you with a big stick, and I want to show you with a little stick, also known as the baton. So first of all, when you are using any stick, but especially one without weights on the end of it, you have to find the center of gravity. Just kind of put your finger wherever you think the center is, and then where it balances is the center. Now on this stick, it's rainbow taped. This purple part is the center of gravity. So I hold it here. If I'm doing two hands, I'll hold it like here, but usually right here. Now for my most basic twirling trick is this. It looks really hard, but once you get used to it going really slow, it's pretty easy. You can speed up. So I'm gonna show you. Let me, yeah. So, I guess if you can see here. What you do is you balance it between your index finger and your, that's your index finger? This finger and your thumb, right here. And then wrap your hand around it, but not tightly, just enough to keep it balanced. And then you will turn, and then, there's something right here. You will go around, and this is where you let your fingers loose so that it turns behind you. So, behind, and then you bring it in front again. So it's back and forth. In front, and then behind. In front, and then behind. And you really move your wrist the most. I move my arm a lot as well, just because it's hard to keep it out that long and straight, but just back and forth like this. I struggled going backwards because it always wants to hit me in the face, and that hurts, especially with this PVC pipe. It hurts. Then even more with a metal one. So yeah, be careful when you're doing it. To do the second part of this trick is where you go behind again. And that is just doing it like you literally go behind your back again, and you'll end up with, move that down. You'll end up with it behind your back like that. And what you do, and when you're doing it really slowly, it's easier to do this. You'll like press it up against your waist and push it around until it's back around. So, like that, and then back around. Sometimes I'll actually hit my waist to know it's there. Then it looks like this. And then it's just a repeat. Once you get it in front of you, it's just a repeat of exactly the same thing. And then eventually, once you get that motion, just go faster. It's also harder. I'm wearing a loose shirt right now, so try to pull it. There we go. Sometimes it'll hit my shirt and then pull it. Now for a toss. Yep, there it is. I don't always catch it. Let's move this back up. I don't always catch my tosses. It takes sometimes it takes me 2 takes or 20 takes for a video. But all you do is, so, I mean, if you're going in from this into a toss, bring it around until it's about here, and then it's called a thumb toss, where it's up. Here, I should have brought the smaller one. But then once it's there, you let go. Once it's at that point, right there, you let go. And don't throw it too high for your first time, because you might not be able to catch it. You might hit somebody. You don't want to do that. But there's things on both sides of me. I'm trying not to hit it. You will toss it. I mean, just one toss even will work. I'll show you out here where you can actually see it. I'm just having it flip over itself once, and I'm catching it with my other hand. You can catch it with your same hand, and then do it again. Yeah. And then the higher you get with it, the more turns it can do. But you won't always catch it. Like that. You won't always catch it. Now that's about it. You can't really do between the fingers with this very well, because it's so thick. So for that, I'm going to use the baton. Now with this, all that I can really do is between my fingers. I can't go backwards. Some people can. It's weird. My fingers get all twisted. But basically, it's the same thing. Find the center of gravity, which is usually right in the middle with a weighted baton, right? Then you start here, just like the other thing, and you turn the same direction, but you go to your next finger, and then you bring your ring finger around, and then turn it. You bring your pinky finger around, and then to get it back, this is what I struggled with for a long time. To get it back from your pinky, you turn it around, and you bring your middle finger under where it's supposed to go. Then you got to keep the momentum, but then next with your pointer finger, index finger. And then after that, it's harder if you don't have the momentum, but with a actual twirling baton, the weights kind of help it along. And then once you get that motion, it's just working on getting faster, the speed. And I'm still not very fast with my fingers. I'll get tripped up and miss a finger. Then, I don't know if there is, I've twirled behind my back, where, I'll bring this down so you can see, where it goes behind my back and then I bring it around. That is just doing the same thing I showed you with the other thing, just with this short one, and then you bring it behind your back and you catch it with your other hand. Once you feel it in your left hand or right hand, whichever one you're doing, once you feel it in your other hand, move your previous hand out of the way, and then you continue the motion. It's a lot easier with this than with the big stick, because when it's out here and, if it's getting towards your face, you're not actually going to hit your face. It's far enough away. So, sometimes you'll hit your butt though. Or sometimes you'll drop it. I've done that so many times. And the toss with this is the same thing, except it's actually a little bit easier because it's weighted. So, once you get that single toss down, then it's only up from there. little bit higher. Oh, you couldn't see that on there. And then sometimes you don't catch it. If it's, I mean, honestly, if you don't think you're gonna catch it, if it's like bearing down on you, just like step back. Don't try to catch it, because I've done that. I did that actually today, and it hit my wrist, and it really hurt, because these things hurt. They don't look like they would, but they hurt. So if you don't think you're gonna catch it, just step back. Especially if you're not like actually performing. You can just do another take. I think that's it, because I mean, obviously if you do it with your other hand, it's the same thing, just with your other hand. It'll probably be easier with your dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so a little bit easier, but yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and practice.